Okay, so we are gonna go over very dumb comments from global players before the tickets. It's very fun. I was watching in the middle of the truth video, and I just figured, the amount of, because I left a comment here, like I left a whole essay here. Yeah, I don't think he got into it in the video, but if someone wants to read my essay, yeah. But basically, this video, the amount of like war between like global players versus JP players is just dumb. We are playing the same game sometimes, and then other times we're not. But generally, my take on this is let us get rid of tickets at this point, because it does nothing to help this game, honestly. Like, as much as global players, we all love the tickets, right? I'm a global player. I downloaded the game. I'm 2,600 days in, right? I've been playing this game since before it was legal for me to, right? So when I get, when I see a lot of people, complain, and I'm like, dude, just get rid of the tickets at this point. I would prefer the tickets just be gone. It's just, we have so many shafts from, just the versions not being one-to-one. All right, because I believe, like, this is just theory, but we're gonna talk about the super bosses real quick, because this is like the number one thing I think is just like, number one-to-one. If we had it one-to-one, this would not have happened. But I think because we don't have it one-to-one, our schedules are messed up. Like, I'm not gonna leave my thoughts about the 9th anniversary really in here, but yeah, super bosses skill over event, right? That was on JP, but then they got, sort of like chopped it in half and gave us movie bosses. And, it doesn't cover Topo, Jiren, Rose, Kale, Khalifa, Hit, Kefla, Ribrianne, a lot of other characters probably that I'm forgetting. But these are very good characters to use for that new STR Gogeta mission that we're about to get. But, we don't have the equips for them, right? I would love, the dodge for STR Kale, because I'm definitely going to have to use STR Kale to try and beat this, event. But yeah, no, it doesn't happen. And then, I included a JP shaft, and then I realized, wait a minute, it's just a product of this. This is why this, or this is why this, I guess. Yeah, that, other way around. All right, so the JP shaft is the fact that we, as global players, got the Whis treasure chest, which at the time seemed really good. It was super hype. We were looking good. I'm pretty sure the reason why they changed it from super bosses to movie bosses is because we just got the treasure chests. And because super boss treasure chests from the Whis event, of course they're gonna think, well, they don't need super bosses equips. Even though, as someone who's done the Whis event every single day it's been out, I'm pretty sure, I might have missed a couple days. It is like, I have like just a couple like left of the superhero chest, and that's after spending all my tickets. So I legitimately, there was no way for me to get a entire chest full. So it literally, I feel like this turned into a global shaft and a JP shaft. I just feel like both sides get shafted here, because, JP doesn't get a movie boss's skill orb event, sure. And then this JP gets shafted on this too, and then we get shafted because we have to use Whis tickets to get super bosses equips, and this mission is going to be so much harder because of that, because dodge can literally save the run in that mission, because just get one shot all the time, right? But yeah, overall, that's, this is why I just think, because I'm being realistic, would I like JP to get the peel off trove and, all of the tickets that global gets and discounts? Sure. But being realistic, I hope that they just remove the tickets and discount from global. It's not good for the game. It's just not good, right? I just wish that they would get rid of it, have literally everything be one-to-one. I do not care about, having these tickets, because I'm tired of these videos of, global players complaining, global players complaining that we get shafted over nothing. This was without the hindsight of, the tickets, but, literally shafted over nothing. Like, it wasn't even a shaft, because you have to look at, JP, and, that's the term global shaft implies that global exclusively is getting shafted. If we take what the JP banner was, put it on global, 6 months later, sure, we can, but that's always how it's been, sort of, right? 6 months later, it's always been like that. And the tickets were to make up for that, but it's not necessarily like the tickets are, guaranteed to come. It's just that we've become so expectant, and I feel like a little bit entitled to the tickets because it's just like every single anniversary since I think the 2nd year anniversary has had them. So it does feel like a shaft, right, by the devs if they were to remove it, but it is not a global shaft. It is not a global shaft. It is a shaft, just, you know, it's just a shaft. There's no global because JP didn't have it worse either, right? Or JP didn't have it better either, right? It would be different if they like changed and put like UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta on Broly's banner, which I would say is a shaft because you get rid of summoning for the 3 best units on one banner, and now you have separate banners, right? So I'm going to try and not go with comments that were in Truth's video. So I'm just going to scroll down just insane amounts. All right. It's literally not the same when we get it 6 months later. It is, though, because we are on the same game. It is, because it's, you know, 6 months later, cool, right? I get it. But it is the same, right? Why are we not getting tickets for Topo when he drops or something like that, right? Why did we not get tickets for, I don't know, Omega Shinron? That, you know the one that I'm talking about, the really bad one? Yeah, that one. Why did we not get tickets for him? He came later, yeah? So, like, there's no... Because anniversary is late does not necessarily mean, like, we should get tickets. It doesn't go with the rest of the game. There's nothing in the rest of the game. Okay, this video is in response to Global losing this Omega crazy discount summons, even though you can get absolutely shafted on these summons. I know. But yeah, this is basically... Oh, I can also slide this over a little bit. We were going to look at Twitter in a minute. Yeah. See, listen, yes, I get why you're saying this, but, like, imagine if global players weren't allowed to complain because it was exactly the same, right? That's where it's like, this is why I wish it was just 1-to-1 on everything, even if global has to lose a lot of stuff. I don't think we would lose the Peel-Off Trove, but I think we are definitely in an era where, you know, we can lose, like, these discounts, right? Obviously, right? Truth will bring up, is it here? No, something, you know, Truth brings up in this recent video that I just watched, you know, like right around here or something. He brings up, like, global always has, like, you know, 30 stone, 35 stone, 45 stone, and then free multi or something like that. Global always gets that. I think we're probably going to lose that, honestly. I think we should lose it, because if it doesn't go to JP, it's not the same, right? And that is the entire reason why, like, we should be synced, right? We want things to be the same, right? The reason why we get a lot of discounts is because things come at weird times and stuff. I feel like it just works better. And also, another thing is, a lot of people, you know, like, I feel like the tickets, they were not seen, like, properly as, like, you know, they're like, oh, it's compensation for 6 months behind. It is also like a sort of, hey, free-to-play players, go ahead and spend your stones on this. You'll get super good discounts and stuff, and Worldwide is right around the corner. Right, that's basically what I'm looking at. Like, Worldwide, we have literally one celebration in between. JP has 6 months, right? It's something along the lines of that, right? It's just like, you know, we could, you know, have a little better, you know, time frames, which now we will. Like, Worldwide really is, like, the worst time slot for global players, because if you're free to play, you only have one celebration to build up stones, and that's it, right? So I feel like the tickets, because I believe during the 2nd year anniversary, it was also, like, right afterwards, you know, they brought in, you know, the Gogeta and Omega, right? Like, I'm pretty sure it was after the 2nd year anniversary. Let me check. All right, so we're on the Dokkan Wiki here. Let's go ahead and let's see, you know, like, they started doing tickets, right? We know, I'm 99% certain I've been playing since before the 2nd year anniversary, a little bit before it. Let me click on the 2nd anniversary. So we have 2nd anniversary, right? July, right? We see all this. Come on, load. All right, yeah, we see all this. Cool. It's July, and then we go to August, and then Gogeta and Omega. That is, I think, the reason why. I think the reason why is because literally Worldwide is right after, because this is when they started doing the tickets. This is the banner formats that they started doing. Wow, look how many awakenings we got, man. You know, I would say I wish this would happen more, but I do not, because that would mean we'd be stuck with SSR characters forever, you know? This sort of proves why I feel like they started the tickets. It's because Worldwide is right there. Okay, so I mean, we can see here the old Dokkan. I went into Nano's playlist, bro. Luckily, he kept it updated for a little bit. He's 3 years behind. Nano, please update your playlist, man. But seriously, though, let's go in and let's look at this. So you can see here, second anniversary legendary summon ticket. You get these by summoning on the banner, which, dude, I did not remember it was randomized the amount that you got. Riku got 4 on one of his summons, and then, I mean, Nano got 3, and I don't know the other variations. I wasn't, like, watching this video super much, but I was skipping through it. And, yeah, you can basically see you have 9 out of 10 here, so if Nano did, like, one more multi on Super Saiyan 4 Goku, he would have gotten, you know, LR Gohan, or a chance to get LR Gohan. And, dude, I do not remember this, man. I was, like, man, I remember this, but I don't know why I thought it was the same format for Anniversary. But, I mean, that is pretty like, it is. I want to say it's valuable, because the issue that I'm having here and why I'm coming back to, you know, sort of explain this is because this isn't really that insane when you think about the tickets that we currently have, which allows us to summon on the new banners. But in LR Gohan, basically, he was a really good character, and being able to get him, and I'm pretty sure the rates were rigged, let's be real, like I don't think, I remember, you know, talking about Truth talking about Goresh or something, and he like wailed into this banner. It was before he, you know, streamed in, or it was before Goresh did YouTube videos. But you know, like, this definitely was a rigged banner. I feel like I don't see a single way that LR Gohan here was not like lowered rates compared to like all these other characters, because they used to not have to, like, you know, show, or maybe they just didn't show, you know, maybe the Dokkan fighting the law or something. I don't know, but Gohan probably didn't have proper rates. So overall, yeah, you know, so yeah, you can say that this is like the value that you got out of summoning for the anniversary banners, and that's also why. But at the same time, I feel like it sort of weakens the argument just a little, even though I'm the one making the argument in the video. I feel like I should have just come back to, you know, show, because I thought I was gonna come back and I was gonna show you Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta banner, you get a free multi on it, but no, it was actually the Gohan banner, which I forgot about. I don't remember if I ever actually got to do a multi on this guy. I know I got 2 dupes into my Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but I don't think it was like, I think I got really shafted on the tickets, and I never, like, maybe I did one. Oh, it's not even a multi. Oh, wow. Never. Yeah, no wonder I don't remember a multi. Yeah, single summon. That's old Dokkan, man. Old Dokkan. Also, Nana's just been staring at you guys. Yeah, blast from the past. Yeah, get back into the rant sort of type video. Not really a rant, though. And I feel like global players, either free to play global players, you know, just would feel sort of have a sour taste in their mouth if they spent all their stones, right? So they're trying to sort of, you know, lessen the load, I would say. So yeah, I think that legitimately might be why. Because now looking back at it, it's like, yeah, we had tickets, man. This was the start of tickets, and coincidentally, the start of worldwide being followed right after anniversary for global. I think that sort of like, you know, I think that does add a lot of sort of, I wouldn't say evidence, but like groundwork for like the theory of that, right? I would say. But yeah, no, they felt like it was good enough compensation for the wait and their terrible handling of the sync. I don't think that's true. I don't. I think it was legitimately just, don't like save for Beast. I think that was their plan with these discount summons. I was like, they definitely, people were gonna save for Beast. I don't see a single way. Maybe they should be happy with what they got because JP never got it. But I don't think it's happy for each other. Yeah, so like, this is basically saying, like, you know, global players aren't happy when JP gets, you know, a W, and JP players aren't happy when global gets a W, because, you know, generally we say global shaft or JP shaft, right? This is the entire thing. Like, we're not, like, we are just, it feels like enemies. We are not Dokkan. Like, that is a we are not Dokkan moment. All right, guys, each and every one of us should be mad about this global for them taking away at JP and JP not getting it. Yeah, so like, you know, it makes sense, sure, but yeah, I mean, if we want JP to get it, I don't think we're being realistic, but yeah, I mean, sure, go ahead, like, you know, JP get it, right? I do think, little theory of my own, I do think JP might get tickets for 10th anniversary. I would not be surprised if that's like their big grand, like, oh, the 10th anniversary is so great, we have tickets now, and global players will just sit there like, wait, what? It would be funny. It would be. Don't lie. It would. It would. They showed us a great system and only used it on one banner. Well, two banners, but I get why, right? This is bad for both versions, so instead of yelling at each other, we should unite. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, but I wouldn't say this is bad. Like, we still had like crazy value banners. I don't think that this banner format being taken away necessarily means that it's never coming back. I think if they really want to, they can like introduce it to like, I don't know, the Peppy Gals banner or something like that. I don't even know what the Peppy Gals banner format is. I think it's just buy 3 get 1 free double rates, right? I'm pretty sure. Hopefully the sync happens and JP gets the benefit of globals instead of. I'm sadly, like, at best I think we keep tickets or maybe the global exclusive discounts, and like JP gets them too, obviously. But I don't want any differences. I'm tired of listening to JP shaft, global shaft. I'm tired of it. As a person who's been around here for a while, there are actual global shafts that are getting overshadowed by global players getting too comfortable saying global shaft to everything. Like, it is actually really annoying. Like, you know, we lose like 800k battlefield currency. Sure, that's a global shaft, right? There's no other way to put it when they could have easily just doubled, you know, hey, you know, we're skipping versions, so how about we just double the rewards? And also, Truth says something along the lines of, so I want to quickly go over this comment because that other comment just, like, you know, got me into talking about the battlefield. 175 stones from lost battlefields. The reason why this means nothing is because we are doing the same amount of battlefields. The issue with the battlefield currency is now we have less battlefield currency than JP has, and we have the same shop as them. So it is a shaft. Whereas we're getting the same amount of stones in the same amount of period because battlefield always takes 30 days. There's no, like, or I mean, maybe there's some exceptions like during anniversary and stuff, but we normally, we should be able to go with the same amount of battlefields, same amount of stones. There should be no difference in the stone amount that we get. There is no difference, right? Because the banners are going to come out and we're going to have the same amount of battlefields before those banners come out as JP did. So there should be no difference in the battlefield stones, right? So that is one thing. Battlefield stones are not something you could talk about. Kai's, still, no. Because we have a limited currency with a shop that grows more, because it's a limited currency with a shop that grew with the skipped battlefields. So like we skipped 2 battlefields, the shop gained like 1 million currency buyable or something, like buyable with 1 million currency, and we only got 500k when we would have gotten 1 million before, right? If we had, you know, gone ahead and done, you know, the 2 battlefields separately, right? So that's something, right? You know, 175 stones lost from battlefield is literally nothing. This is something that I'm noticing. People really want this sync, and we should have gotten it, right? This is something. It is a lot of global players right now complaining because they're mad that the sync didn't happen, right? Imagine if Beast Gohan dropped the same time on both versions, right? We waited, you know, half a year, right? And Beast Gohan comes out, right? He has the same banner format as, you know, JP. That's not the issue, right? Because I've already discussed the tickets, right? But the issue is, you know, the sync. That is, I feel like, the real issue. We are getting constantly, like, dragged along this false path of just, you know, hey, we're gonna, you know, do this for the sync, and now we know that the banners are gonna be the same, but it doesn't make sense because, like, you know, some characters are gonna need to return before possibly we get their banner, and are we gonna get the same amount of stones? This is one thing. Is the sync gonna let us have the same amount of stones JP did when they were building up? Because if they drop 2 banners at once, let's say they drop UI Goku and Jiren as like a dual Carnival X Dokkan Fest, right? We don't have the same amount of time to save for Jiren, so that is a global shaft. We do not know what is happening. We may even just see them be put on banners when they are supposed to return, which means Jiren is not returning for a long time. Yes, only thing I will say is that getting the units 6 months in early is an advantage. Yeah, absolutely, which is why the sync is going to help nullify that difference, right? The more differences we can get rid of is better, right? But yeah, having that advantage of having the character 6 months, because, hey guys, do you want to know where the Gammas are on top 10 lists? They're not on them. You know, imagine I don't even, were they like 6 when they came out or something? I don't necessarily know. But, you know, and then like the tickets used to make up for that. We do have the tickets now. But if we didn't have the tickets, I don't necessarily think that's bad. I'm just saying that right now. I think the more we can move towards less, like less differences, I'm happy, honestly, because I'm tired of saying, oh, JP has 6 months of this, so, we'll eventually get rid of that. But like, I don't want JP players going, why do global players have tickets? Why do global players have tickets every single time we have an anniversary? It's going to get annoying. It's not going to be fun for like just having to listen to it as global players, because we don't control the game, right? Yeah, and this person, basically, their comment is completely rectified by having tickets and like, having the special little discounts that we have. Truth struggles to realize global is 6 months behind. A lot of people are gonna, lean on, we are 6 months behind. Why is this happening? But we are 6 months behind on AGL Omega, or probably more. I honestly don't know when AGL Omega came out, honestly. Do we care? Do I need a fact check? We're 6 months behind on SSJ4 Goku. Like, nobody got tickets for that. It's a Dokkan Fest LR. Still no tickets. But no, I think it is legitimately because Worldwide is right around the corner, and they want free-to-play free-to-play players to spin their stones on Worldwide too, so that way they can sort of help their like stat sheets, oh yeah, these players summoned on, like all these banners, it's a great sales, right? I think that's what they want, and also not to, bring anger towards the global community with, what, we just spent all of our stones on, the anniversary, and now you come out with better units. Come on. It's how I felt during the 5th year anniversary, because I spent a load of stones for STR Gogeta, and AGL Vegito came out and immediately nullified both of the Vegito and Gogeta. It was insane. Like, it's dumb. Yeah, honestly, I think that's it for this video. I think I covered a lot of people who are angry, and then I don't know. I felt like I would see more JP players saying like, it's just a lot of global players being angry. I thought I would see more JP players. I mean, we could certainly go here and like, yeah, I don't think that there's, yeah, honestly, I'm not seeing a lot of JP players like, say like, oh yeah, there's, global L. I feel like, all right, yeah, I think that's it. I expected to see more JP players saying that this isn't a shaft or something. I mean, I guess it's harder to tell like the JP players. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Because, I mean, the community is mostly global players, let's be real. But yeah, I mean, hopefully we see at least just, I don't know, man. I just wish the amount of JP glaze. Yeah, see, like, it's just a lot of global players just rather, not necessarily like, yeah, I mean, just a lot of global players. I feel like it's just not really caring, to like understand. I'm surprised. I expected to see more JP players either say like, it's not a shaft, bro, yeah. Is finally like global players, but I mean, for some reason, no. I mean, shut up, Truth. Damn. I'll end the video, I guess, with "We Are Dokkan." This will forever be the biggest, I think, phrase said by Dokkan players. I think this 5 years down the line, we are Dokkan. I think we get physical Raditz 2.0. We are Dokkan. Yeah. All right. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you did enjoy my 30-minute long, sort of rant or going over the comments of Truth's video. I'm not a Dokkan creator. I don't do it. But yeah, I'm gonna go finish watching this. Got 30 minutes left. Woo. All right. Yeah. I'll see you guys. Bye.